Okie dokie. Looks like I had to create another live stream to be able to keep that one going. I had a internet disconnection, so I had to set it up differently. Okie doke. Thank you for your patience. So I was just doing Utkatasana. I did left foot forward, and then I did it right foot forward. So if you haven't done those, go ahead and pause and bring it back once you're done. If you can't pause, I'm sorry. Let's see. Yes, Ardha Chandrasana. Also, the affirmation for Muktasana is I am free, I am free. This one, Ardha Chandrasana, is a side bend in which you bring your feet pretty close together. They don't have to be touching necessarily, but you inhale, go up onto the balls of your feet, bring your hands together like this, interlocking those thumbs, and then bend to your left side like you're reaching over a volleyball. Bring your shoulders down so you're not hunching. Strong foundation through all of the toes, not just the outside or inside edge. And lengthen. Imagine yourself squeezed between two panes of glass, not going forward, not going backward. Then inhale, back up to center, and release. Breathe in that neutral pose. Then bring your feet back together. Interlock your thumbs the other direction this time. Inhale, come up onto the balls of your feet and to the right side. Shoulders and scapula on the back. Lengthen on the inhale, relax on the exhale. Ardha Chandrasana. Strength and courage fill my body cells. Strength and courage fill my body cells. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, relax. Inhale, forward fold, engage that neutral spine in the active portion with soft bend in the knee. Inhale deep, exhale down toward the toes, feel it in the legs, release in the back. Walk your hands out in front. Bring your fingertips wide, Shoulders together in plank and hold. Breathe in plank. I know it's hard. You can go to your knees if you have to, but keep holding. Really challenge yourself. And breathe. One more breath. Bring your knees down and go back into child's pose. Extended child's pose, Balasana. Relax into the hips. Relax the back. And breathe. Then come up into tabletop. Bring your hands about a hand distance forward. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. Exhale, pushing down into downward facing dog. Bring your tailbones or your sit bones pointed up. Make sure your arms are strong. Release your heels down toward the ground and breathe. In a stable triangle, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Mentally affirming, calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. And we're going to hold this for a while, so keep breathing. Push with the hands, push with the heels, and remember to keep that spine neutral and elongated while your sit bones tuck up to the sky. Come into plank position. Slowly lower down through chaturanga. Bring your hands slightly apart. This way you can see it. Hands slightly apart. Keep your face facing down. Toes and the tops of your foot flat on the ground, pointed out behind you. You're going to engage your shoulders and your scapula together, elbows pointed down, and you're going to push your hands on the ground, but not lift up with your hands. You're going to lift up with your upper back and middle back. As you slowly peel up off the ground, keeping your tailbone tucked against the ground so that your lower back is protected. And breathe in Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. You should be able to lift your hands up off the ground and not change position. This way your back is the primary actor in keeping yourself up. You're going to keep that tailbone tucked to make sure you've got that lower back engaged to protect it. Shoulders on the back, elbows together. Breathe. Check your hands periodically if you need to, but keep breathing. You should be able to feel it by now. If you need to lower down slightly to keep it active, do so. We're going to hold this for quite a while. And exhale, release. Bring your hands together, relaxing your head to the side, and breathe. Switch your head direction to level it out. And then push up to a seated position. Use a cushion if you've got one. And bring your feet together in front of you. The cushion is to help tip your tailbone and your hips slightly forward so that you can isolate the hip position during a flex. So this is Baddha Konasana with our feet out in front. Hopefully you can see that. Kind of like this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend before you round the spine into this active phase, kind of like forward fold, where you're feeling it in the hips all the way through that joint. Inhale, exhale, slightly deepen in that first point of resistance and keep it there. And relax into that stretch. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the back as you go down into the full expression of Baddha Konasana. Mentally affirming, secure in myself, I accept whatever is. Secure in myself, I accept whatever is. And inhale, bring your spine up to neutral, then coming back, then putting your hands underneath your knees and lifting up. Hug your knees to your chest for a moment. Feel the point in your hips where that relaxation from hugging your chest, hugging your knees rather, gives you a release. Then inhale against your legs, straightening your back. Exhale, rounding. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in with your abdomen and your stomach pressed against your knees is going to be like a way of strengthening your diaphragm on the point of connection with your spine. So inhale. Exhale. And release. Let's get that cushion out from underneath there. I'm going to switch to a smaller cushion for this one because it's more comfortable for me. And we're going to do Janu Shavasana, where we point a leg out at about a 90-degree angle to that other leg. Head to the knee pose, but we're not really targeting our head to our knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach out toward that foot. And on each inhale, lengthen. On each exhale, relax. You should feel it in your back and the obliques as you stretch as well, not just in the leg. Relax those shoulders. And breathe. Inhale, slowly working your way back up, and switch legs. Find that neutral spine, rotate so that your hips are in line with your extended foot. Exhale, going out toward that foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round and relax. Mentally affirm, left and right and all around, life's harmonies are mine. Left and right and all around, life's harmonies are mine. Inhale, coming back up. Find a comfortable seated position. And tune into the feeling. Find the muscles you've awakened. Find a neutral pose that allows you to relax with your spine elongated. And allow the feeling of that tension to vanish and float. Light, buoyant. Bubbling up through your spine. Rising to the third eye and releasing in a burning light to the heavens. Next up, we're going to do Sarvangasana, or hare pose. Starts off in child pose. Your hands behind you, like so. Enjoy the relaxation here for a moment so that your hips are nice and open at the start. Breathe deep. Then grab onto your heels, and you can tuck your toes under if you want to. It's not necessary. It gives some people much better grip. But grab on hard to those heels. And you're going to elongate through the spine and tuck your crown toward your knees, touching it very lightly on the ground. You're not putting any weight on your skull, just brushing your hair
and your skull as if a thin sheet of paper could slide between your skull and the ground. Then inhale, exhale, push your feet against your arms and your arms against your feet in an elongated tension, kind of like a bowstring. As you feel the energy activate in your legs and you breathe. Feel the whole spine elongate. As you curl a little bit deeper with relaxation into hare pose. One more inhale. And release into child's pose. Breathe and release. Then come back out. Stomach on the ground. Find a relaxing posture. I feel like I'm going to have to release my lower back because I'm feeling some tension here. So I'm going to roll onto my side and do a gentle spinal twist. I'm not going to be pushing with my hand right here. I'm just resting here for support and finding a little bit of tension as it rotates through this direction. With my right leg underneath me outstretched, feeling a little bit of the stretch up from lifting my head up. Then relax it down, straighten, rotate onto my left, bend that knee, bring the arm up, make sure that it's elongated along my left leg, and feel for that point of tension in my lower back to produce a slight twist. Good. Much better. I'm also going to do extended Balasana, transitioning into tabletop, and back again. When I have lower back tension, this really helps with getting it released in the middle of a flow. You can find some of these if you feel called to it, but it's a bit challenging, so don't push yourself. Cat and cow. Again, just exploring and playing with these movements will help you to find what's right for your back. And now we're ready for Shalabhasana. My lower back was just a little bit too loud for me to start that one. Okay, so hands down at your sides, palms facing your hips, your shoulders coming up onto your back, head lifted off the ground, toes pointed, Inhale. Lift up with your shoulders, your toes pointed, your hands pointed. Kind of like you're Superman flying without your arms outstretched quite yet. Inhale and engage through that lower back, tucking your tailbone down as you do so. Inhale, exhale. We're going to hold this for a bit until we can really feel it. In the back that we're elongating with, we're not just crunching. If your arms are getting tired, bring them out to the sides like an airplane. And breathe. And if your arms get tired here, challenge yourself and bring them up. This will put some more tension on that back. Remember to keep your abdominals engaged too. I'm going to come back. A little bit longer. 2 more breaths. One more deep breath. And release. Whew. It's a good one. Relax that back. Relax those muscles that just got woken up. Feel around where you might still be sort of carrying tension from that movement. And try and open up there. Breathing in light to that space. And breathing out tension. And next up, our last pose before Shavasana. We're going to do a gentle inversion up against a wall. So tuck your butt up against the wall if you can. And then lift your feet up into the air so that your blood from your legs can drain toward your torso. Whoops. Nice and relaxed. Nothing too athletic or engaged in this process. Just massage your face a little bit. Get your sinuses nice and open. Maybe even massage the throat a little bit. And this process can be extremely relaxing. At the end of the day, when you've had a lot of work or a lot of effort expended, for whatever reason, if you take the time to just sit here and relax, it's like your body is telling you, hey, you're safe, you're okay. If your feet are up in the air, you're not going to get attacked. Your blood pressure changes somehow, and I'm pretty sure that it activates your parasympathetic nervous system by stimulating the vagal nerve, or vagus nerve. But I'm not sure. There's quite a few other ones that do. definitely like shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. But if you just leave your feet up like this until they feel a little bit tingly, a little bit stretched, it's going to give your circulatory system in your legs and your veins a bit of a unusual experience. I've heard that it can help prevent varicose veins. I don't know if it reverses them, but I'm pretty sure that it strengthens those circulatory valves that resist backflow in the veins, so long as you do this on a regular basis. Alright, that feels good. Slowly bring them down. Scoot your way back out. And join me for Shavasana. If you have any blankets, it's a nice choice. I don't, but I do have some slippers. Hey Google, play Shavasana playlist.
Alright, your Spotify playlist called Savasana. Here you go.
Now just kick back, elongate your spine, bring your shoulders on the back behind you, palms facing up, feet relaxed, face relaxed, everything. Relaxed. Hey Google, Volume 7.
Shavasana, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take gradually deeper breaths in and out. Wiggle your ankles and wrists. Stretch. Maybe yawn a little bit. Bend your left leg and roll over onto your right side. Curl up. Enjoy the fetal position. As your blood pressure returns slowly to normal. And slowly push up. Return into a seated position. Hey Google, volume 4. I invite you to join me in chanting Om together to close. Hey Google, pause. I invite you to meditate for as long as you like after pausing this video. Unfortunately, I have some matters I have to attend to, so I will meditate at a later time after this 2-minute meditation of my own. The spirit within me bows to the spirit within you. Namaste. Hope you have a wonderful day.